I just want to mention that my site has been restocked with a bunch of new crystals and everything else that you guys could ever want. So definitely go check that out. The link is in the description box. Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to my channel. My name's Jim, here with another pick a card reading for you guys. This one's all about what you guys need to know to change your life forever. So I piled up a lot of cards on these piles. They're thick piles because we're going to go really in depth on this one, because whatever this information is what you guys need to know in order to change your life forever for the better. So that's what this video is going to be all about. If you guys are new to pick a card readings, I'm going to give you guys a quick little rundown of how it works. So basically, this is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, this is pile number 3, this is pile number 4, and this is pile number 5. So guys, I want you guys to take a minute here to find out which pile you are the most drawn to. Don't pick just because the symbol is really beautiful. Pick it because you're actually, like, your soul is calling you towards that card and that symbol. They are different symbols on the cards to help you guys out a little bit better. This is why I'm not going to put crystals on them this time, is just because there's like different symbols that can help you guys choose. But definitely don't pick because you think it's beautiful. Pick it because you're actually like oddly just like drawn to that card. If you guys are having difficulty with this, close your eyes, and the first pile that you guys jump to when you open up your eyes, that is a pile for you. And then I'll have timestamps linked in the description box and in the comment box down below so you guys can skip ahead to your specific reading. So without further ado, let's hop right into this video, starting now. All right, so pile number 1, if you pick this pile, let's find out what you need to know this time in order to change your life forever. All right, pile number 1, I'm getting strong vibes that you guys are in need of a reinvention of yourself, because I feel like you guys might try to dim your light in order to fit in with the rest of society. You guys might dim your personality, you might dim like your actual really strong desires and emotions. I feel like you guys have very, very passionate, strong desires and emotions. When we have the card, don't dim to fit in, how are you dimming your light in order to fit in? This card right here speaks volumes about how you might try to change yourself in order to fit in better with society, how you might repress your natural, true, bright light in order to fit in with other people. So if you notice that you might have a very powerful, strong energy, strong aura, and you might want to scream at the top of your lungs, you might want to do whatever, but then you might try to dim yourself in order just to fit in with other people, in order to not seem crazy, in order to not seem weird. You guys have such a powerful, strong light that needs to be shining. Especially when I see this card, I feel like your guys' aura is like rainbows of just shining. And it's so funny because this symbol right here is actually what the back of the card looks like. So you guys actually have the symbol on the front of the card that's actually on the back of the card. So this is a very, very powerful card right here. I feel like your guys' energies are full of rainbows. This card says, the Archangel Uriel, pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. So I feel like whatever you guys think about, whatever you guys dream about, the ideas that come to you, the quick like little like pushes and urges, I feel like they're actually like answers to what you're desiring. They're actually like little nudges and little pushes from the archangels, from your higher self, from your guides, angels, ancestors, and all those people pushing you to say, like, go in this direction. If you're wanting to create this life, if you're wanting to fulfill your purpose in doing this or that, they're trying to give you little nudges, little urges. So listen to those. If you guys have a calling, like, I just need to like scream this at the top of my lungs, or I just need to say this, and I just need to stand up for myself and with what I believe in, or I just need to take this action, do this thing. It's actually leading you to where you need to be in the bigger picture. It might look like small things, but don't dismiss the small things, because they can actually like lead up to humongous, like big, gigantic changes in your guys' lives. Like if you get a small urge to do something or to help somebody or to say something to somebody, you're actually changing things gigantically in the big picture. Just like when you watch some of those movies where people go in the past and change one small little thing, and it has this ripple effect of changing like the entire world and the outcome of the whole world. So I feel like when you guys get these small nudges and these small urges, listen to them, because they're actually telling you things on a very, very deep level. We also have the 10 of Cups right here, and so I feel like you guys are so full of passion, emotion. When I look at these cups, for some reason I feel like they're coming inside of you, and you have all of this like emotion, this energy that you guys need to share and that you guys need to bring out in other people and spread to other people. You guys are just like a rainbow of light and energy that's just beaming and ready to come out, but you guys keep yourselves in a bubble in order to like try to fit in. Don't do that anymore. Let your rainbow colors and your bright light just shine and illuminate this whole planet. I feel like that's what you guys are really here to do. You guys are here with a humongous purpose in order to just illuminate everything and to spread all of this like emotion and everything. I feel like you guys also might have gone through a difficult experience when we have the Ten of Swords right here. And so this, I feel like you guys might have gone through people trying to dim your light for you, trying to say that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, but it might just be because you're such a bright light and they're not used to that intensity. They're trying to dim it. If a light was just so bright in a room that's almost blinding you, you'd of course want to dim it. But don't let other people dim your light. Be who you are. That is you. That is your brightness. Shine it. If people find it's too much, they can go to a different room. They can go find different people. Don't dim your light anymore. Shine it as bright as possible because that is who you are. And you shouldn't be dimming it in order to fit in. You will find people that are just as bright and just as amazing that fit along with you. And the people that don't fit along with that, they just don't fit along with that, and that's fine. But you need to be you and fulfill your purpose and not dim it because it's too much for somebody else. So be that light. You guys might have gone through a lot of experiences of people telling you you're not worthy, but just know you are so worthy. But the only reason why they're telling you that is because they're trying to dim your light. They're trying to make it not so bright so it doesn't outshine theirs. They're trying to make you fit in with them so that they're not, being blinded, basically. So don't worry about other people, just be you. Like, you wouldn't go up to a unicorn and be like, stop being a unicorn, you need to fit in with the rest of these horses. Like, you'd be like, oh hell yeah, I have a unicorn, this is great. Just go along with those people that see your greatness and don't try to make you go along with the rest of the herd. You are unique and you need to stand out. And you might notice that even like as you keep going along, there's people that are gonna try to dim your light. There's gonna be experiences that try to push you down. Don't do that. You are like the sun of this universe, and be that sun of this universe. Then we also have the Two of Wands right here. And so I feel like you guys are about to start this new journey, this new adventure, especially when you start to bring out your light that you need to shine. And it's not saying that you guys are better than everybody else. You guys are, we're all here together. We're all here as a collective consciousness. So don't let the ego get in the way either, because once you let the ego get in the way, you might experience a lot of Ten of Swords kind of energies where you get pushed down a lot and you get humbled a lot. So be humble about it. We're all bright lights, but just be your bright light and uplift others to be their bright light as well. I feel like that's your guys' purpose, is to show everybody that we all have this bright light. We don't need to keep dimming in order to fit in with society, in order to fit in with these rules, because those are illusions. They don't really exist. And in my opinion, those illusions are kind of BS. Like, we shouldn't be trying to conform and restrict. We should be trying to shine and be open and expand everybody around us. I feel like your guys' purpose is to try and expand other people as well, especially when we have the Ten of Cups. You're here to uplift other people. You're here to show other people how bright they can really shine, how bright we all are. Stop taking those, just take all the dimmer switches off. Just take them all off. Sure, it's nice to have like a nice mood setting once in a while and to dim that light a little bit and have the moody, nice candlelit dinner, but shine that light. That light's supposed to be shined. And you can do it in a beautiful, majestic manner. And I think that's a beautiful thing. And you're here to show other people that they all need to do that too. Because when the sun's out, buns out, guys. I don't know why I wanted to say that right now. That's silly. But anyway, that's your purpose. This is your journey. I feel like you guys have a very important purpose and journey in this lifetime, especially with the Two of Wands. I feel like you guys are here to touch souls this lifetime and to tap them and just make them shine and turn on their little switch. You're here to turn on everybody's little switches of light in order to just beam it out. And I feel like you guys do that in your own little unique little ways. We also have rhodochrosite. Be gentle with yourself. You've been through a lot and need time to heal and recover. And so when we see that, it correlates a lot with the Ten of Swords. So rhodochrosite is a really beautiful like black and pink crystal. It's so gorgeous, but it deals with healing yourself, healing relationships with other people. So you might have gone through times where you had like harsh experiences in relationships of, a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles to overcome. And so if you've noticed that that's been a pattern, just be you, shine that light, shine that love, extend that love to these people and heal these wounds. Of course, you might have wounds that need to be healed in order to re-amp that light back up to what it's supposed to be. But you're doing that in order to make this light so strong. This is like eradicating that dimmer switch, because you're going to be challenged with people wanting to dim it and wanting to dim it until you just like, you break free from that kind of like cage almost that keeps trying to dim your light. And once you've broken free, nobody can dim that anymore. Like, I'm just getting visions of like, I don't know if you guys have ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. That show's amazing. But during like the last kind of like episode, or like second last episode, it was like a 4-part episode, so I don't know which part it happened in. But basically, when he was going against the Fire Nation and the Lord of the Fire Nation, whatever his name was, and he was trying to overtake his energy, and his energy was about to like dim out his light, but then he just shined it so bright that it just went and like overtook the whole world, saw this like huge beam of light basically. So I feel like you guys need to do that and envelop this world in love and light. That's your guys' purpose, enveloping the world in love and light and showing everybody else that they can shine that exact amount of light, and don't let this darkness take over. Don't let people dim it out. Just be this bright light and shine it in whatever ways that you can, whatever really inspires you. And so you might need to heal yourself a little bit from dimming so much. But you guys have this bright light, and you need to inspire others. So it's not about, you being more special than other people. It's about inspiring other people that we are all that special. Then we also have Mercury retrograde reinvention. So Mercury is about to go retrograde. In fact, it should be going retrograde tonight. So this is going to be crazy. It's going retrograde in the 29th degree of Pisces. And so we're going to be having this Mercury retrograde in Pisces. It's going to be pretty intense, pretty crazy. And it's time to reinvent yourself. It's time to see what a special person that you are, and to see your purpose, and to see that your urges, those strong urges to just come out and shine, have such deep meaning and purpose for you and for everyone else on this planet in this lifetime. So it's time to reinvent yourself, realize your meaning and your worth on this planet. And when you reinvent yourself, you will not be dimmed by anybody anymore. No more dimming. We also have TikTok. This is the number 30 right here. We also have 2 10s right here. This is pretty special. When we have 10, it's the number 1 in numerology. And that talks about being an originator, being somebody who stands out and goes against the norm of things. It's also pile number 1. So you guys have a lot of 1 energy. Your life purpose might even be, or life path number might even be a number 1. Or you might have it somewhere in your numerology. So you guys are like the originators. You guys need to come up with the new ideas, be outside of the norm, and have everyone else kind of like follow and realize like, oh, that's the next stage we're going into. That's the next shift. That's the next energy shift that we're going into. And then with TikTok, I feel like, your purpose here is to come at this exact time on this planet in order to shift the energy, to be brighter, to be more amazing, to get onto the next plane, the next dimensional level. So that's your guys' ultimate purpose. That might sound really deep, but I mean, it is deep, and you guys will do it. That's what you guys are here for. And with the number 3 right there, that's kind of like connecting other people. That deals with other people and love and light. So spreading that love and that connection, that celebration with other people. Then we also have the 9 of Pentacles right here. And so I feel like you guys, whatever that you need, you can manifest this kind of stuff. So if you need more money, you need this type of lifestyle in order to be this bright light, you guys can actually manifest that. And you guys can just be living out your purpose in luxury. And you need to give time for yourself in order to give time to others, in order to shine this light. So you need to, if you're feeling like you need to go get a massage that day, go get a massage. If you're feeling like, you need to, take a bath and really like just treat yourself to a spa night, or I don't know, whatever you guys need to do, whatever you feel really energized from, go and do those things that make you feel independent and strong and make you have that really bright light. And eat really healthy too, because when I look at this card with the 9 of Pentacles, she's surrounded by grapes and she's feeling really good. So I feel like if you guys eat a lot of like plant-based foods, you'll notice an energy shift in your cells from within. So I'm also getting that kind of vibe, but also like it's allowing yourself to indulge, but indulge in things that are really healthy and uplifting towards you. So then we also have the King of Cups. I feel like you guys have very strong intuition. We have a lot of cup energy here with the 10 of Cups as well. So there's a lot of energy within you guys. There's a lot of emotion, and I feel like your guys' emotion can be your guys' light. The fact that you guys feel so much is actually a strength for you guys. So you guys might be very sensitive emotionally, but it's actually a beautiful thing. It actually has a lot of purpose. That's your guys' light. That's your guys' life force energy. That's your guys' like prana energy that like flows through you guys as your emotions. Some people have it, you know, in their mind and their thoughts and their thinking powers can be their power, technically. Your guys' is your emotional connection, your intuitive abilities. So you guys might be very, very psychic, especially when we have the pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you as they are answered prayers. I feel like you guys are very connected to the divine, and you guys can get messages very, very easily. And so I feel like listen to those intuition, get those intuition sparks, because that's actually like really deep on some other kind of level. Then we also have psychic protection. Around me now, a shield of gold protecting me, strong and bold. So this is intense. This is our last card. This is the card with that little symbol on it that you guys picked. So this is all about psychic protection. You guys are very, very psychic, very intuitive, very connected with the other side. You guys might get messages that you might not even realize are connected to the other side. Maybe you guys do realize it, but I feel like you guys need to protect yourselves, protect that light, and let that light be beaming strong. Don't let anybody dim it. And I feel like that's part of the psychic protection, is not allowing others to dim that light, not allowing them to take your spotlight and just be, you know, you guys have the ability to shine and send the spotlight on anybody that you want to. But you guys will intuitively know who to like share that light with and who to not share that light with. I feel like you guys need to protect yourselves a little bit so that people don't just try to dim it, because there's going to be people in this world who might be threatened by that light and try to dim it. But you guys need to spread this light, spread that energy, spread that inspiration. And the only way to do that is protect your light, make sure that people cannot dim it, and then that way they'll realize, they'll be almost enlightened by that light once they realize they can't dim it, it's supposed to be there. Then they'll finally kind of like go on this like enlightenment inspired kind of journey, and you know, they might inspire you in types of ways as well. But it's like this give and take. You guys have something to offer that maybe not everyone else has to offer this lifetime, but we all have unique purposes. They'll have something to offer you, you'll have something to offer them, but since your thing to offer is this huge bright light to envelop this universe in this like love and light and amazing, inspirational, original type of energy, since that's your guys' purpose, that's what you guys are supposed to be doing. So don't let people dim that. Don't let people tell you you're not worthy. Don't let people say that you know, you don't have a purpose and that you shouldn't be shining this bright, that you shouldn't be original, you shouldn't be saying these types of things that nobody else does and whatever, and you shouldn't be, you know, living a life and having a style that nobody else does. Whatever it is that you guys do and have, the King of Cups can also be connected with beauty and fashion, especially when we have the Nine of Pentacles right beside it. So you guys might have something that you guys have a different sort of like fashion sense. You guys have a different sort of just like style, I guess, and way of doing things that other people think is quirky and weird, but it's actually an inspiring new shift of energy that they're just not used to yet. So be that new shift in energy, own that new style, because you're actually on the level of ascension, ascending all of us to this new, amazing, creative level. You guys might be very creative. You guys might have thoughts and ideas that are so original that people haven't even thought of before, and you're just like, I just feel like doing this and that. Put those things together in their original crazy ideas. But you're about reinventing this whole universe. You might be reinventing yourself your whole life and being the originator all the time. And right when that energy, becomes in the past or, becomes normal, then you guys are going to shift again and go to something that's original again. And you're constantly shifting the energy of this universe to the next and to the next and to the next. Right when something catches on, becomes mainstream, you might be on to the next thing already. So I feel like that's a huge thing for you guys, and that's what I'm getting for you guys, pile number one. So that's your thing that you need to know that's going to change your life forever. All right, moving on to pile number two. Let's find out what you guys need to know in order to change your life forever. All right, pile number two. So we start off with the Page of Swords here. The message that I'm getting from the Page of Swords is that you guys might have this negative thinking pattern that you guys need to get rid of. Especially when I see shadow work and the Three of Swords all right next to each other. There's a lot of sword energy, so I feel like there's thinking patterns going on. You guys' thoughts are so dang powerful. Like, your thoughts do create a reality that's for everybody. So whatever kind of thought patterns that you guys currently have, that's what's creating your reality. And I feel like you guys have a lot of shadow work that needs to be done, because we do have the shadow work card right here, right next to the Page of Swords and the Three of Swords. So with this, there's a lot going on in your guys' heads, but you need to heal it. And I feel like you guys need to tap in and pay attention to what your thoughts are. I feel like meditation can be very, very important with you guys, especially when we look at the symbol and the way that the Page of Swords is kind of standing there and touching her third eye. I feel like your guys' third eye is very, very strong. And you guys might tap into energies very well. And I feel like this is why you might have these kind of thinking patterns, because you might be able to really hear and tap into what other people are saying, what you hear from other people, and you almost take it on and take on those mindsets, because you're so in tune to other people, but you pick up on these patterns of other people. You might pick up on the thinking patterns of other people, and negative things that you might hear, and they might sit with you very, very strongly, whereas you're not really paying attention to the amount of beauty right now in the world and the good things that people are saying. But I feel like you can shift that, but you need to shift that. And the reason why this is coming up is because you have a lot of shadow work to do. When you have a lot of shadow work to do, you can get through it a lot in meditation and connecting to your higher self. I feel like in this card, she's definitely connecting to her higher self when she's holding that bright light. There's this bright light underneath there that's so ready to shine and so ready to come out, but right now it's clouded by a lot of negative thinking patterns, a lot of self-doubt, self-worth issues, insecurities that you might have, past things that people have said, people either breaking your heart when we have the Three of Swords, cutting words that might have been said in the past that you've taken on as your own. But if somebody thinks something about you, that doesn't have to be your own thoughts of yourself. This is what you guys need to realize. If you hear that somebody thinks negatively of you or whatever, it could be coming from jealousy, but you don't need to take on that and have it as your truth. What you are, what you define yourself as, is up to you. It's not up to the rest of the world. It's up to you. So change your thought patterns, go into some deep meditations, and I'm going to be doing some meditations in order to release this kind of stuff, because I find it's really helpful and it's coming up for a lot of people at this moment. So I'll definitely be working on that this week, and hopefully next week I'll have a meditation for you guys in order to kind of get through this. But connect with your higher self through meditation and let go of negative thinking patterns. Even tell yourself, you know what? Whatever other people have said about me does not define me. Whatever I say about myself is who I actually am and what I actually am. You are the divine creator of yourself and your reality. What other people say about you, they don't know the real you. They don't know all of what's inside. So how can their opinion be correct? Whatever you think of yourself, that is what you are. And you know yourself on the deepest parts of yourself. What makes you special? Pay attention to those things. And if you feel like you've been going through kind of more of a depressive state, a more negative state, a more negative just like area of your life right now, and you might be praying for a way out of it or something like that, the next card that we have, two next cards, trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. So I feel like you guys are getting signs right now. Pay attention to them. But you guys are going to be distracted if you guys are so wrapped up and paying attention to all the negative thoughts of maybe other people, the negative patterns of other people, the negative things that might have happened in your life in the past. Let go of that, because you won't be able to see the signs and things that are happening for you in order to bring you out of it if you're so paid attention to what's going on inside of it. You need to start looking for the doorways out, and the only way to do that is to start focusing on the positive, because then you're looking at the more positive areas. And if you're looking for a way out, that's obviously a positive thing. So you need to start looking at the positives in order to find, if you're looking at red, you're only going to see red. If you're trying to look for yellow, you're going to start to see yellow. So change your mindset. And those are just random color examples, they don't have to do with anything, but start to see the positives, and you will start to see the way out. You'll start to see the signs that are going to bring you out of this and connect you to who you actually really are. You might be a little bit lost right now on who you really are, because you've been paying attention to other things and not really connecting on your inner level. So it's time to connect to your inner level. Then we have victory. Archangel Sandalphon, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. And so literally have faith in what's going on right now. Have faith that the universe is hearing you. They hear what you're going through. They're presenting you with ways out. Now it's time for you to pay attention and to look for those ways out in order to see them and find them and hear them. So they have been answered. The universe has heard you. Now it's time to really meditate, look within, redefine who you are, because that's up to you. And you can pick whatever you want, whoever you want to be. Whatever you're most drawn to, whatever inspires you is actually who you are. That's why it resonates with you. If you look up to this and this person, why do you look up to them? Because they are a beautiful soul, because they have a lot of power, they have a lot of strength, they might have, what inspires you about the qualities of people or other things that inspire you? Because like I said, whatever resonates with you on the inner depths of yourself is actually who you are. That's why it resonates. Other people won't resonate with those. Certain people, they might think like, oh no, I don't know why you'd enjoy that. That's because that's just not who they are. But that's who you are. That's why you're so drawn to it. So that's a funny thing that I learned a little while ago. So redefine yourself, and whatever you want to be is actually who you are. So start telling yourself, this is who I am. This is who I am, this is who I am, this is who I am, and I'm an inspiring person, I'm an amazing person, I have incredible gifts of this and this, these are my talents, I'm such an incredible, worthy person that has a divine purpose on this planet, etc., etc. We also have Saturn return. So anytime Saturn, it returns in your chart every 28 and a half years. So if you guys are either 20 and a half, you're coming close to that, or maybe you're not even close to that at all, I feel like you guys are going to have like some kind of like revelation around that age. Or if you're going through your second Saturn return, which whatever double 28 and a half is, that's your second Saturn return, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I feel like pay attention to Saturn and where it is and how it's affecting your chart, if you guys know anything about astrology. But the thing about Saturn is it's ruled by Capricorn and Aquarius, so it's the mountain goat and the water bearer. So I feel like you guys, if you have a goal that you're trying to get to, be that mountain goat that constantly climbs that mountain. They know how to climb that mountain. They just do it. They don't even think about it. They just do it. They already have these natural instincts of how to do it. So you guys might have these natural instincts of how to do this and how to do that. You guys might be extremely talented, but it's about using those talents. So you need to live your talents every day. You need to utilize those talents every day, because that will bring you to your divine purpose. And with the water bear, this is extending out emotion, extending out feelings and energy. Water is essentially energy as well. And so give water to yourself, feed yourself good thoughts, feed yourself good emotions, good things that you want to, in order to pour it out for the rest of society. Because I feel like you guys are very connected energetically, intuitively as well, especially with all these intuitive cards. You can be very connected to your higher self and everything, and you can have this ability to pour out such strong energy to the rest of the world. But you need to start filling up your energy first. Who are you really? What are you really? The things that inspire you the most are the things that you actually are. Convince yourself of that, believe that, and then you can pour your gifts and your amazingness to the rest of the world. We also have birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Whatever you dream, you can now bring it into your world. You just need to get rid of these negative thought patterns. You are such a beautiful being who has a lot to offer this planet, a lot to offer this world. Get rid of negative thought patterns, and whatever you're the most drawn to is who you are and what you should be doing. So birth that new age into being, be this new self, connect with your higher self. I think meditation is going to help you guys a lot if you guys are into that sort of thing. And get rid of the things that are not for you. We have the fortune cookie that says nope. And so when I see this connects a lot to getting rid of what you currently think you are. Your current beliefs of who you currently are. That is not true. None of that is true. Change those beliefs into what really resonates with you, what really inspires you, because that is who you are. And I know I've said that so many times, but it's just coming up in my head again to say again. And so open this fortune cookie. Who you currently tell yourself that you are, these negative thought patterns, is not who you are. Not at all. Nope. So, like I said, You have a way more deeper purpose. Then we also have the Six of Pentacles right here. This reminds me of the water bearer a lot. So the Aquarius kind of symbol, when we look at Saturn and stuff like that, you are here to give and share. And I feel like you need to inspire others somehow with the way that they view themselves. And whatever you learn this lifetime, you're going to have so much to share with other people. Your lessons that you learn, the things that you come across, the way that you transform yourself will be able to help other people in this lifetime on many, many levels. You'll see people that, were at the stage of your darkest times, and you'll recognize that in other people and be like, this is how you get out of that. This is how I got out of that. And you're going to have a lot to share and a lot to do to bring other people up as well, which is going to be amazing. We also have the Page of Wands right here. You're here to inspire other people. And you're about to start this new journey of new inspiration, especially when you change around all of your thinking patterns. You're going to be the Page of Wands after that. And when I see this, I feel like, you're going to be starting this new journey. You're going to be young at it. You're going to be new at it. But it's an inspiring journey, and you're about to start the beginning of it and birthing that new age of this new inspiring self. And you're about to go on this crazy, crazy journey of pure transformation, inspiration, and you're almost going to answer your calling after you change around your mindset. I feel like your whole world is going to change, and you're really going to find your real purpose, and it's going to be so inspiring and so amazing. You almost can't wait to get started. And then your card that you guys picked right here, this is strength. Strength, stability in this hour, endurance, stamina, power. I mean, that kind of goes along with everything that we've been talking about. You guys are so strong. You guys have amazing, amazing, strength. And especially it's because you've gone through these experiences. You've gone through heartache. You've gone through negative experiences that have actually built you to this strong person who can endure anything, who can go through anything. You have this stamina of after you get out of this, you'll be able to go through anything and have the endurance to just break down walls, break down barriers. You're here to break down barriers. You're here to break down bad structures and bad belief patterns in this world that is your whole general life purpose in the big, big picture of things. So you're going to be breaking down negativity, breaking down false systems, and you're so powerful. And the reason why you've gone through this is to build up that power, build up that endurance and that strength. We have a little kitty here to say hi. But that's your guys' life purpose. And there's a very deep, deep purpose in that. So I hope this reading helped you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. So get out there and break down those walls, guys, because that's pretty dang amazing. And don't let your past experiences hold you back, because you are a divine, angelic being with major, major purpose. So that's all for you, pile number 2. All right, moving on to pile number 3. Let's find out what what you need to know at this time that's going to change your life forever. All right, we have a little kitty that came to hang out down here, so say hi to Pixie. So, there's a lot happening right here. A lot happening. We have some more cards to add on this after. Only so many fit on my table at one time. This is incredibly powerful, you guys who picked this pile. I have goosebumps when reading all of this stuff. Huge goosebumps. Okay, so we start off with the Ace of Wands. This is something crazy about to change. This is like a spiritual awakening even, but spiritual awakenings only happen when we're going through a very dark time, usually. Sometimes they happen when we're going through a really, really amazing time too, but most of the time I would say they happen when we go through really deep, crazy experiences that are just they shake you. They make you feel like you're about to lose everything, and then somehow you go through an enlightening process. You almost hit rock bottom, and all of a sudden you just shoot up out of the sky, basically. But you need to get to the bottom in order to, step on that, trampoline or whatever else that can explode you and make you go and shoot you up to the top. So this is just the vision I'm getting. But I feel like you guys are about to go through a crazy, crazy spiritual awakening when we have the Ace of Wands right here. And it's going to be like an epiphany, this inspiring, that just changes everything. Literally is going to change everything in your whole life. You guys might be going through, when we have the Nine of Swords, this is negative thinking patterns, a bad experience, worries about the future, stress about the future, not being able to sleep at night, things that are just holding you back, worries. They're worries that don't exist yet though. But maybe going through something, but then you're worried about other things because of what you're going through. So you might be stressed about money, you might be stressed about a relationship, you might be stressed about something, but that something hasn't quite occurred yet, but you're thinking the worst of the worst could happen. Then we have the Queen of Wands. You are so dang inspiring when we have the Queen of Wands. Your whole life purpose is connected to spirituality, connected to being in the spotlight a little bit, and like really shining your light, shining that power. And this is a very passionate card. We have two wand cards here. This is a lot of fiery energy. This is a lot of creativity, a lot of passion, things that you're very, very passionate about. And so the triangle is really sticking out to me, and all these flowers blooming. I feel like you guys are going through this time of, there's a lot happening right now and it feels like it's about to bring you down, but all of a sudden you're going to blossom. You're this flower that's literally about to blossom. When the Ace of Wands comes out, I feel like that's a root that's like stuck in the ground right now, ready to just sprout and burst out and create all these flowers that are on the Queen of Wands right here. And so I feel like you guys are just about to sprout and grow. You guys don't even know your real potential yet. You guys are literally at the beginning. You are this seed in the ground that is literally just about to pop out of the earth. It's been growing. It's been getting this water. You guys might think that you know who you are. You guys might think you know your whole purpose in life. You guys might be lost as hell. Either way, whatever stage you're at in life right now, you don't even know the half of it. You guys are literally about to peek out of the ground of where you're currently at. Like the ground right here, guys are this root that's literally just right about to pop out. It's intense. I'm getting a lot of energy from this pile, I'll be totally honest with you. Then we have, of course, lapis lazuli here, life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. Life-changing epiphany or experience? Guys, this could not fit into this pile any more than it already is. Like, this is just insane. So you guys are about to pop out of the ground, and when you guys do, this is like this life-changing epiphany experience that's going to make you be able to break through and sprout this and blossom this huge amazingness. Like, the vision that I keep getting is that you guys are this insanely gorgeous flower that's stuck underneath cement right now. And so, you know, when you are driving over an old road, or even a new road, sometimes this happens, and all of a sudden you see this like plant growing out of the cement, and you're just like, how did it do that? Like, there obviously was a lot of restraint. There was a lot of stuff weighing it down. I feel like that's you guys right now, especially with the Nine of Swords. I feel like you guys are literally trying to break through the cement. It's tough. There's tough things. You're worried that you might not make it. You're worried that you can't get through it. You're worried that you're just gonna fall and, you know, have to restart and regrow somewhere else. You don't have to regrow somewhere else. You're already right there, and you're about to break through the cement. You can grow through that cement, and it's going to be beautiful and fine and great and dandy. You guys have the power. You guys have the strength. And this life-changing epiphany experience is literally going to break you through that cement and blossom into this most gorgeous, like, whoosh, of stuff. That's the best way I can explain it right now. Then we also have... Sorry, I just had to make sure my microphone was on. I just had a weird feeling I turned it off for some reason, but I did not. So we also have a relationship harmony. Archangel Raguel, I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of the archangel names, but, you know, moving on. We angels are opening the hearts of everyone involved. Arguments and conflicts are being resolved. So that kind of rhymed. That was funny. But whatever's going on in your guys' life right now, if you guys are having arguments with other people, if you guys are having arguments with yourself, with your inner self, with other people in your life, the angels are resolving it. You don't have to worry about it. You really don't have to worry about anything. I feel like you and anyone else involved in this situation, or just like your relationship to a certain situation it might be, or your relationship to yourself, the higher beings are resolving that, because you're not supposed to be worrying about that. This is leading you to your higher purpose. You don't need to figure out how you're going to resolve it. You don't need to figure out anything else other than just keep growing in the direction that you're inspired to grow. Keep facing the sun. Keep trying to get to the sun, because plants always try to grow towards the sun. So keep looking at the sun, because that's going to make you sprout where you're supposed to sprout in order to keep growing towards the sun. Plants always try to grow towards the sun, and that's what you should be doing right now. And the sun is whatever inspires you, whatever your goal or dream that is, this bright light that you're trying to get to, whatever that is, keep facing that direction and don't worry about anything else around you. Don't worry about when the rain is coming that's going to water you and feed you. That's all divine timing. We don't have control over when those clouds are coming, so don't even try to control it. Don't try to be thinking about these outer situations. Keep focusing on where you just need to focus, which is keep looking at that sun. Keep trying to sprout towards that sun. That's all you need to focus on, because no matter how much you think about the rain that needs to feed and water you, you can't control that. That's going to come whenever it comes. And only the guides, angels, and spirits and the energy of the universe knows when that divine timing is coming, and that's the only energies that can make that come for you. So you don't need to even worry about it, because you worrying about it, it's not going to change nothing. So just focus on that sun. When I look at the back of the card, it's like that sun that's beaming. Just focus towards that, because that's all you need to grow towards. Don't focus on the outside conflicts that are happening right now. Those are going to resolve itself. Don't focus on the conflicts. Those will resolve. Do not focus on that. It's not your time to focus on that. Then we have the Grand Cross Provoker. And so what you need to provoke at this time is not conflicts, because you're creating more conflicts. What you need to provoke at this time is getting and breaking through that ground, but you don't need to focus on how that ground's going to break. You just need to keep looking at where you're going, and that ground will break because you're going to keep climbing towards where you need to go. The ground eventually just has to break. You don't need to figure out like, oh, what tools do I need to break at the ground? Just keep going that direction. The tools will present themselves. The rain will fall, make the ground a little bit more, soggy in order for you to just get right through there. Or maybe you're going to go through a really dry, deserty time where it's just so dry that the ground ends up cracking for you, and you just spring right out of there. Nature will take care of all of the other things. You just need to keep climbing towards where you're going. Nature will figure out the rest. So only provoke that which you want to create more of. So don't provoke conflicts. Don't pay attention to the conflicts. Pay attention to where you're going. Then we also have play, have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. So if you're going through a crazy time right now, especially when we have the 9 of Swords and the whole relationship harmony thing, don't pay attention to that stuff. Don't take things so seriously. Life is such a beautiful thing. We're so blessed to be here, and we can have a beautiful experience, but we just need to focus on creating more of that beautiful experience. We just need to focus on that sunlight. The universe will take care of the rest. The universe is in charge of the rest of what's going on, not you. So just focus on where you're going, and the universe will have everything correspond to where you're going in perfect timing as well. So don't pay attention to the timing. Don't be like, I need it to happen in 1 year from now, otherwise I'm screwed. No, that's not up to you. What's up to you is where you're going and the sunlight that you're trying to chase. Keep chasing it. The universe will take care of the rest. Don't worry about it. You're not in control of it anyway. So just don't even worry about it. Don't take it so seriously. Life should not be taken as seriously as you're taking it right now. Sure, it seems really serious, of course, because, we're in a society that has these rules and like these taxes and then this. Just be you. Those things are illusions anyway. So don't take it so seriously. Play, have fun, enjoy yourself, enjoy that sunlight, bring in that sunlight, and enjoy the process of breaking through this ground. See it in the bigger picture of this like amazing, beautiful, strong, gorgeous plant that you look at. You're just like, I really wish I could pick that, but I'm not going to pick that because it's so beautiful. And just enjoy it. Enjoy it. And maybe you can pick it because more are going to grow anyway. I don't know. But just enjoy it. Don't take it so seriously. Then we have the card Truth Be Told, number 14, with the owl and the windows. This is a powerful card. So truth be told. That's really, really, really powerful. So just allow the truth to come in, allow it to flow, open that window, because, the owl's there holding that window. The owls are like messengers of wisdom, and they're always awake at night. So that connects a lot to the 9 of Swords, doesn't it? Always being awake at night, being a little bit nocturnal. You might be going through a nocturnal time, but you might be getting a lot of messages at that time, all that kind of stuff. Open that window for things to flow through. Don't let these stresses that keep you up at night cloud your mind, because I feel like you guys are about to get messages at nighttime. You guys might be having dreams that give you signs and sort of things like that. You might be getting inspirations at nighttime. Maybe that's actually why you can't sleep, but then you're letting your thoughts distract you from actually doing something productive, doing what you're supposed to be doing. So allow yourself to relax, meditate a little bit, allow these thoughts to just flow out, drink a hot cup of tea, whatever you guys need to do in order to bring peace to your mind, and then you'll be able to have these messages flow through and open this window and break free from that cement. When I look at that window, I'm feeling like it's breaking free from that cement, and all of a sudden these flowers are now, coming through there. So the flower is coming out of the cement again, which is kind of crazy. And so I feel like that's really like what's happening for you guys right now. And 5 is all about change. And so number 14 is actually a 5 in numerology. And I feel like that's a lot of change. You guys are going through massive change right now, but it's actually so beautiful because the change that you're experiencing, allow it to happen. Don't try to stay underground. Don't try to force things to go backwards, because then you're just staying underground. You're just going to be that seed that's underground. You don't realize that this change, you're going to be breaking up to the surface of the earth. And isn't that more beautiful than staying underground? So you guys don't realize that this change that you're going through is going from the underworld to the beautiful, limitless, open, freedom, beautiful, anything is possible world that you're about to sprout up under. Don't try to stay under the cement. If you guys try to resist the change, you're just trying to stay under the cement. You're trying to grow underneath. And would you want a flower that just grows underneath the earth and you don't ever see it? No. Next card that we have is the 6 of Swords. So this card right here, you're going through massive change. You guys might be leaving relationships. You guys might be moving. You guys might be doing things where you have to leave stuff behind that you're emotionally attached to. But there's a beautiful thing in that. There's an absolutely beautiful thing in that. So the 6 of Swords right here is leaving behind something that we're emotionally attached to, and it could be hard, it could be hurting, but you guys are going in a beautiful direction. Beautiful direction. So let it all go, let it all stay behind you. And then we have the King of Pentacles. He's surrounded by plants and flowers. So allow yourself to blossom. You're going to be a very successful person. A very powerful person. This is like a business owner. This is somebody who makes a lot of money, who has a very strong, sturdy foundation. If he's growing out of cement, of course, he's surrounded by very strong, sturdy foundations. I mean, he'll be a plant that grows probably really freaking tall. Can't be torn down. Way harder to tear him down. So, wow, it's crazy because there's like a cement castle in the background and all these plants are growing up. So it's kind of crazy right there. You guys are going to be insanely successful. And you guys are going to be this like, oh gosh, I can't even find the words to explain this right now. It's just going to be really incredible, really, really incredible. You guys have such a crazy divine purpose. You guys are going to be so powerful and strong because of what you're going through. And then the card that you guys picked right here, the last card, is Destiny. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So I'm going to say that one more time. That was a little confusing. All that I shall need to know as I walk shall now be shown. So all that you guys need to know is being shown to you. So if you guys have unanswered questions about something, you don't need to know the answer. If you guys feel like, oh, I need to know the answer to this, blah, 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 but I don't know it, it's because you guys don't need to know it. Everything that you guys need to know, you will know. And everything that you guys will need to know will present itself at the correct time, right when you guys need to know it. If you know it all right away, if you know everything that's about to happen, blah, 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 what is the purpose of even being here? Because then we know everything. What's the point of that? If you guys are about to watch a TV show where you guys know absolutely everything, what's the point of even watching it? If you guys know exactly what's going to happen at every second of every moment of that show, what is the point of watching it? So all that you guys need to know shall be shown. So pay attention to the signs that are coming to you. You're going to get to know more along the path, but don't try to know more than what's being shown, because you'll get to know it in the correct timing. If you guys really feel like you need to know about something, ask it, look for the signs, do some deep meditation, connect to your higher self, and you'll be able to know what you need to know. But you're only going to know exactly as much as you need to know. Nothing more, nothing less. So just trust that. And that's what I'm getting for you, pile number 3. That was pretty dang powerful. Not going to lie, that was some powerful stuff. All right, pile number 4, let's find out what you guys need to know at this time that will change your lives forever. All right, pile number 4, this is what we have for you. So we have the Chariot right here. This is pretty powerful stuff. So I feel like you guys have choices right now. There's 2 different directions to take. Whenever we have the Chariot card, there's options of what direction to take, but we are moving forward. It's time to move forward, but it's also being pulled in 2 different directions. You might want to go to the past, you might want to be pulled to the future. There's a lot going on right now. You might have 2 choices that you need to make, of career or a relationship, or just choices in general, choices with yourself. there's something going on that involves choices, but you guys are moving forward. We also have the Five of Wands, and so when this card comes up next, there might be some kind of like conflict. There might be like conflicting ideas, especially when it's beside the Chariot. There's two different options, but they're kind of conflicting each other. They're kind of different. There's different sets of opinions. People might be telling you opinions that don't really agree with your own, and so you might be pulled in two different directions. And I feel like this time you guys really need to focus on what you want. What do you want? Call on your higher self. What is your divine purpose? Other people might have their opinions. You might be swayed in two different directions because of other people having opinions, but what do you actually want? This is about your story and your purpose. What is your divine calling and purpose? And I feel like you guys know what that is because she's looking in one direction. She's being pulled in two directions, but she's only looking in one. So what direction is that? Go towards that. You guys already know. You already know deep down inside what the right thing is, what direction that is to go in. Go that direction. Don't steer it off course. You guys know where to go. Pick that one path. We also have the Queen of Pentacles. She knows what she wants. The Queen of Pentacles always knows what she wants. She's a very sure woman. She's a very sure-footed woman. She has structure. She has balance. You guys might need to do a lot of planning at this time. Plan out some ideas. Plan out exactly how these things are going to happen. Have a structure. Have this idea. But I feel like it needs to be planned just a little bit more in order for you guys to have this pure structure and this pure trust in where you guys are going, and so that you can get rid of these conflicting ideas, so that when you have a conflicting idea inside, or when somebody else says their own opinion, you will have it so planned out, so structured that you just be like, no, this is this, this is this, this is why I'm doing this. When you guys plan it out a little bit more, you're going to be so sure-footed that no one can sway you differently. You won't have odd conflicts inside of yourself, wondering if you're making the right choice. You will know it's the right choice. And I feel like you guys know that on a deeper inner level, but it just needs to be planned out a little bit more. That way you guys are so sure that you don't have little voices inside of your head saying like, is this right though? Because you'll be like, no, I know it's right because I already planned out this, this, and this, and this fits along with this, and this is how I'm going to do this, blah, blah, blah. You don't need to have the whole thing figured out, because leave some of it up to the universe, because that always helps a little bit too if you guys are unsure about something. But any kind of conflicting ideas that you might have, why should you not have those conflicting ideas? What comes to mind when you say, is this the right thing for me? How do you know it is the right thing? How do you know that this is the right choice, etc., etc., etc.? Plan out those types of things. Plan out a little bit of extra, whatever you can plan out at this time, and plan it as it unfolds itself as well, because as you're unfolding that paper, you'll be able to write more, if that makes sense. As you're unfolding this life path, that's when you're able to fit in more words, fit in more plan. So do it as it comes, plan as much as you can right now, let it unfold a little bit more, plan a little bit more accordingly. So then we have the card Azurite, deep emotional healing. Your heart's ready to heal from past experiences, and you're willing to devote your time and energy toward therapeutic care. So if you guys have had conflicts in the past, it's time to clear those conflicts. It's time to go in your direction only, and to have that sure-footed, passionate plan, this passionate idea of what you know your purpose to be. I feel like you guys are pretty sure of it, but there's just a little bit of like clearing up that you guys need to do, a little bit of sorting, and then deep emotional healing. Heal from the past. Don't let your past hold you back. Don't let these conflictions hold you back at all at this time. This is connecting a lot to the third eye and throat chakra. When I look at this, we have a lot of throat, higher heart chakra as well. And so it's time to speak. It's time to really work on your speech and how to speak this into existence, how to tell people that this is where you're going, this is what's happening. Connect with your third eye, how you view yourself, how you view this unfolding. Connect with like your intuitive abilities of just knowing. Connect to your higher self and just ask your higher self. If you're ever unsure about something, do a meditation, connect with your higher self, ask for those answers. They will be revealed to you. And we also have indigo and crystal children, Archangel Metatron. You have a bond with children. In particular, you can help children who are sensitive. And so I feel like in doing this, you might be able to help others really feel what their purpose is, because maybe this comes from a childhood experience for you guys as well, that when you were a child, you know, maybe your parents had this idea of who you should be and what you should be doing, but maybe you feel pulled in another direction. That's fine. You need to clear up this kind of like past experience and this past karma that has come in, and focus on where you want to go now. Let go of those limiting childhood beliefs, those limiting childhood structures that were placed upon you. Let go of those. That might be where this conflict is kind of coming from, where you guys feel a little bit like conflicted. It might be coming from childhood experiences, things that you were told when you were a kid, things that you thought when you were a kid that might be conflicting with what you think now. let those old patterns go, let those old belief systems go, because it's time to change them. Whatever you were indoctrined with as a child, it's time to let that stuff go, because it's only adding conflict to your life purpose now, and it's not needed. We can let go of that energy. We also have lunar eclipse of change. So a lot of change about to happen. You guys need to let go of childhood belief systems, childhood structures, things that you were taught as a kid. It's time to change, go through massive, massive purging of that in order to eradicate these conflicts. So whatever you believe now, be so sure in it. When we have the Queen of Pentacles, she's a very sure woman. She's very sure-footed. How can you be more sure-footed? Create plans. Really write it out. Structurize it in your head. Make it into existence. Live it every single day. The only way to become what you want to be is to just be it. You can't just wait and expect for it to happen. If you want to do something, you need to wake up and do it every day. And that's how you start to do it. That's how it's going to come. That's how it's going to be, is by doing it. So it's not going to just randomly, you're going to wake up one day and it's like, oh, I'm a YouTuber now that does videos multiple times a week and blah, 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 and whatever. You're not going to wake up and just like, oh, this is the day that all of a sudden I am that. If you want to become that, you just need to start doing it. You just need to start being it. Then it's going to develop and grow into more. Change. So let go of the old limiting beliefs. Let go of the childhood patterns and belief systems and structures. Be who you are now. Dedicate yourself to it and watch it unfold. We also have warrior woman. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? I feel like you might be afraid. These childhood belief systems and structures that you might have been taught as a kid might be holding you back. You might feel afraid to expose your real true self, but you might be really called in that direction. You might be really looking towards it and longing for it, but you might be headed in the opposite direction right now. You might be going right here, but you're looking off right here. You're like, this is where I really want to go, but this is where I'm going. Change. It's time to change that. And if you weren't afraid, what would you do? Would you just go off in that direction? Would you just steer your horse and carriage and just be like, yeah, going in the direction I actually want to now? That's what you guys need to do. If you weren't afraid, what would you do? You'd obviously do it. So get rid of these childhood belief systems, these childhood structures, and let go of that in order to go in the direction you're actually supposed to go. I feel like this is going to change your life forever, because you're actually going to fulfill your purpose and what you really need to do. The reason why you're being called in that direction is because you actually need to go in that direction. You wouldn't be getting the call otherwise. You wouldn't be getting that pull and that urge if it wasn't meant for you. Go in that direction. It is meant for you. You might face challenges along the way, etc., because you need to let go of these obstacles, these belief systems that are going to create these obstacles for you. So of course, it's not going to be an easy path, but it is meant for you. That's why you're being called there. It is meant for you. Of course, there's going to be challenges though, but you are meant for it. We also have a change in the wind, number 12. So you feel it. You feel that change in the wind. When I look at the chariot, this is exactly what it looks like. It looks like, she was going in one direction. She thought that was the right way. And then all of a sudden the wind was blowing her this way and made her look over there. Then she's realizing that's where I'm actually called to. Listen to that change in the wind. It's showing you the reason why the wind came there is because it was supposed to show you where you're supposed to go. Otherwise the wind would not have come. You wouldn't have been at the right place at the right time for that wind gust to hit you and make you look in that other direction. That's where you're supposed to be going. That's why it was there. So trust that and let your fears go. You can let them go by just knowing that you are meant to look in that direction. That's why you've had these experiences that led you to looking in that direction. Whatever you are really inspired by, that was meant to happen. The experiences that you had that led you to discovering what you're really passionate about is now unfolding more and more. It's only going to unfold more and more if you start to head down that path. It's the only way you're going to see more of it. Of course, it might be scary because we don't see the whole path, but we can't see the whole thing unless we start walking down it. That's the only way to see it. We can't just ask like, oh, can I see what the end of that path looks like and all the obstacles in it before even going down there? Nobody's mapped it out yet because this is your own personal journey. There's no Google Maps for it. You can't look at the road and where it's going and what construction's happening here and what obstacles you're going to face because this is your own. Nobody's walked down here before. This is just meant for you. Everyone's different. Everyone has a different path. It's all going to look different per person. It's going to look different for everyone that walks down that same path as well because they have different experiences. They're going to see different obstacles. Maybe you're really good at one thing and you're really good at hopping over and jumping, and you can jump over this obstacle and that tree that fell over, but maybe someone else is not so good at jumping, and so they're gonna have to like, really break down that tree and really like get an axe and just have to cut it down. And then for you, maybe you're not so good at when you hear little wolves howling, maybe you get scared and you're just like, I can't walk anymore, whereas everyone else is just like, I'm not scared of wolves, they can't hurt me, I'm just whatever. Everyone's gonna find different experiences, so you can't know what it's gonna be like for you. So just let go of those fears and just know you're supposed to walk down there. And so the universe will provide you with what you need in order to get through the obstacles that you're going to face. And it's only going to unfold. It's going to be a unique journey for you. Really getting that message right now. We also have the 10 of Cups next. And so this card, you will get the support you need. If you're worried about family not supporting you or anything like that, they actually will support you once they see it. They might not support it in the beginning. They might not, whatever. They might face challenges and obstacles. But at the end of the day, you're going to have support by the people that you care about most, your friends, your family. You might even meet new friends, new people that really are going to support you on that journey. But I feel like this is really connected to family, and I feel like they're really going to support it at the end of the day. Then we also have the Eight of Swords. And so this, you might be worried about not having that support. You might be worried about doing it alone. You might be worried that you're not going to be accepted if you go out of there. You might be feeling safe in this cage that you're stuck in because it's what you know, but it's not what you want. Does she look happy? She does not look happy, but she does feel secure. This is what she's used to. But do you really want to keep being in there? Look at how awful that is. I'd want to step outside of it personally, even though it might be uncomfortable, it might be scary, but it's worth it. It's worth it. So just know that, guys. And we come on to our last card now. This is the card that you guys picked at the top of your pile, the last one. This is organization, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. So it will come easily, especially since you have the Queen of Pentacles right here. Planning, everything is going to come so easily to you guys once you take off that mask, get outside of your little cage, your little comfort zone. Things will come easily to you because this is your purpose. So it has to reveal itself to you. This is where you're supposed to be going. If it's what you're supposed to be doing, of course, it's going to unfold and get you to your destination because that's the destination you're supposed to be going to anyway. The universe will help you get there. You just have to trust it. Keep learning and coming across the obstacles as they come and as you need to face them. This is your purpose. So planning, efficiency now come to you easily. Get that belief system in your head because this is your purpose. So plan it out. It's going to be efficient and it's going to come to you easily because this is your purpose. Just plan because we have the Queen of Pentacles. She's all about planning. So I was talking about in the beginning before even reading this card, but this correlates to everything we've been talking about anyway, which always freaks me out when we have these cards that I didn't even look at yet, and yet they fit so perfectly to what we're talking about. It just blows my mind. So that's what I have for you guys. Pile number 4. Hope that correlates with you guys. And yeah, good luck out there because that's going to be amazing, but it's also going to be easy. So don't worry about it. Just take the belief system that's going to be that it's going to be easy because it's your purpose. So it has to be easy. There's going to be challenges, of course, but you'll figure out a way to get over them. It's better than being stuck in the cage thingy. Anyway, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's all for you, pile number 4. All right, moving on to pile number 5, our last pile. What do you guys need to know that's going to change your life forever? All right, guys, we start off with the Hierophant right here. This is rolled by the number 5. I feel like you guys are really into studying like occult things. You might be into studying history. You might be into studying something. So something you're like really interested in studying. You might really want to gain a lot of knowledge on something. And it might be like out of the norm of society. It might be something that's a little bit unique, especially when we have the Page of Cups next. This is something that's a little quirky, a little unique in the Rider-Waite tarot deck, which is kind of like the original tarot deck. The Page of Cups looks like somebody that's holding a cup with a little fish coming out of the cup. So he's a little bit quirky, a little bit odd. He might have ideas that everyone looks at him like, bro, why are you walking around with a little fish coming out of your cup? It's a little weird. So you might feel a little bit like different. You might feel like people don't understand you very much, but it's actually a beautiful thing. You are a very unique soul with a very unique way of doing things and a way of looking at things. I feel like you're able to discover secrets of the universe that nobody else can see because nobody else is walking around with a little fish in their cup. Nobody else has even thought about doing that. So that's just a little metaphor, a little example of you and the way that you kind of work and do things. You might not even realize that you're like that, but it will unfold. You'll start to notice that in your life a little bit. But you are like the seeker of the hidden stuff, because in the Hierophant, when we look at his face, there's like the cosmos in there. So that's like showing that there's infinite knowledge within you, but it comes from actually within, but you seek it also without, and makes you unlock certain parts of yourself. And you really hold the secrets of the universe within yourself as well as outside of yourself. So it's a really like deep sort of thing. With the Page of Cups, she's like walking into, you know, this doorway that opens up into like, I feel like you guys honestly are going to discover something that nobody else has discovered this lifetime. I feel like you guys are going to discover, your whole purpose is to discover something that nobody else has. So you guys might be attracted to like occult things, learning something, trying to discover something, trying to decipher something. So if you guys are attracted to that sort of thing, I feel like you guys are going to really discover something kind of gnarly and crazy. It's also really crazy because like the shapes of the crystals that are standing beside him are also the shapes of these little fluorite cubes or octahedrons. That's kind of weird. So if you guys are into crystals, I feel like they can oddly help your energy in order to kind of discover something really gnarly and crazy out there, because there's a lot of, that's like really standing out to me there. Then we have the Knight of Wands, and so I feel like you guys are on this journey. It's going to be a very passionate, inspiring journey. Like, it's also a spiritual journey because the wands do rule spirituality. I feel like you guys have this like divine spiritual purpose, and you guys might not even know what it is. You might not even know what you're trying to discover, but you're going to discover something crazy out there, like something that nobody else has. But it might even just be it could be on like just a normal level of doing something that nobody else has, being the originator of some kind of like ideas, doing something that's a little bit out there, a little bit outside of the box, outside of the norm, but ends up changing this whole world and realizing what's truly correct and where we should really be going. Or it could be on like a very massive level where you like read something and discover something about the past and correlate it to the future and something just gnarly and crazy. I don't know. I'm hoping for that because that would be really cool. Then we also have the card Jade, Wellness. The recovery of health and wellness is here. So if you guys have ever been worried about any health things, just know that those are going to clear up. You're okay. You're going to be just fine. But also focus on your health and wellness. Focus on, you know, yourself, as well as going into the depths of all of this crazy energy. Also, just remember to give to yourself, give time to yourself as well. If you guys have gone through something like crazy or something hard, just know that you guys are going to recover from it, and you guys might discover something kind of like really crazy and hidden, a way to maybe heal people on another kind of level. So you actually, like, I'm getting a lot of messages from this, honestly. I might sound really confused and stuttery right now, but I'm getting a lot of different messages that you guys also might like discover something that can like really heal people. If you guys are a healer at all, or if you guys work with healing energy, you guys might do something like that on this earth, especially with the next card being chakra clearing. Archangel Metatron, call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometric shapes. So if you guys know who Metatron is, he's an archangel, but he also rules a lot of like sacred geometry and stuff. So definitely look into it. I feel like you guys can discover something along with crystals, because I'm seeing a lot of crystals there, and along with sacred geometry, maybe laying out like crystal grids or something can be like really kind of crazy for you, but also chakra clearing. So if you guys are healers or anything like that, look into crystals or sacred geometry or like grids or something like that. You guys might discover something in that can be really crazy healing or something really gnarly. And there's a lot going on there. Also, focus on healing yourself as well, balancing your chakras, because as you do that, as you clear yourself, you'll be able to open up more to the cosmic realms, more to these unique ideas. You're going to have this flow of unique ideas. So if you guys do any sort of meditations, connect to your higher self. I've been saying this almost in every pile of people connecting to their higher selves. I feel like it's something that we all need to do right now. I feel like it's something all of us need to do, but I'm just getting that message for everybody that you really need to connect to your higher self and get messages, clear these chakras, ask for help in clearing your chakras in order to get these messages, because I feel like you guys have this purpose, but you need to listen to your higher self on what that is. You really need to focus on connecting all those dots, all those pieces. We also have Libra, I balance. And so I feel like you guys are going to be balancing the energy of this universe, balancing other people, healing other people, doing a lot, correlating with with that, bringing harmony and balance to this world, that this world might be in chaos. You might notice that in sorting your energies, you also start sorting like other people's. In sorting your energies, you're going to figure out how to clear the energies of the universe and have balance return to all of us on this whole planet, this whole world. We also have dance, do something to shift your vibration. I feel like your whole purpose is shifting vibrations. Shift the vibrations of yourself will shift the vibrations of everything around you. And I feel like you are the energy shifter. That is your whole purpose. Your desire in occult knowledge or spirituality and energy work, you're actually going to shift the whole vibration of this planet. Your whole purpose is shifting vibrations. I'm noticing that there's a lot of light coming in my window right now, so sorry if it's hard to see what's going on right now. We also have the card of 33, chaos and conflict. And so you guys are the healers of chaos and conflict. You guys might notice that you guys might come across things like that where you have to heal yourself, heal your own situations. You'll learn how to heal the world from that. You'll learn how to heal chaos and conflict on a whole other level from your mind and from your own energy work and from your own power, from your own healing abilities. So that's going to be like pretty intense, guys. I feel like I'm getting messages that you're going to be able to do this on like a worldly level. Like you guys are so powerful. You guys will have the ability to heal the world and all the energies and conflicts within it just because of your own ability to do that for yourself. So once you realize how to do that for yourself, you're going to be doing it for the whole entire world. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles right here next. And so this is like really working on your craft. For some reason I'm getting sacred geometry in this, and so he's like almost working on crystal grids. I don't know why I'm getting that vision, but somehow you're going to be working on something, you're going to be building something, you're going to be fixing something. You're fixing the chaos and the conflict in this world. You're literally fixing it. So I don't know how you're going to fix it. I don't know what your job or career is that you guys are going to be choosing, but somehow you're fixing the chaos and conflict. You are rebuilding things to be more beautiful than they already are. You are taking the broken, shattered pieces and healing them and mending them and making them beautiful and gorgeous and transforming the energy of this entire planet in small little baby steps. Even if it seems like a small thing, even if it seems like, oh, I'm just like renovating this or I'm just fixing this one person, you are creating ripples in this universe that change things on a gigantic level. So just know that, you guys, you are like the mender of broken things and the discoverer of occult hidden stuff that you might not even realize, or maybe you realize it on a deep level. We also have the moon. This is definitely connected to occult stuff hugely. So things might not have even been revealed. You might be discovering things that are so hidden. The moon rules hidden things, and the truth being eventually revealed, going behind the veil. So you guys might be going behind the veil on a lot of things and discovering things that nobody else has discovered on this planet yet. And you're going to be the one to discover it. You're going to be the one to do it. You're going to be the originator. You're going to be the person that literally goes behind the veil. I don't know how to better explain that. Just the person, I hope that makes sense, going behind the veil and taking all these broken, shattered things and fixing them, mending them to become one and to become beautiful and amazing and what they're supposed to be, and heal it on such a crazy deep level, and discovering things that have not yet been discovered on this planet. I'm really getting the message you guys are going to be discovering something that has not yet been discovered. So then we also have the card of study. This is the card that you guys chose at the very top. This is the last card, study. Let your mind be clear and strong. Let me study well and long. So clear your mind, clear your chakras, do that chakra clearing like we've been talking about. This card correlates to everything that we've been talking about in this pile. Hierophant with studying all of this like occult things, all these hidden things like history or other things. Sorry if my microphone sounded weird there because I had to scratch my neck there. But so you guys are going to be like discovering this hidden stuff. I feel like studying for you guys might be really into looking up history or reading books or just gaining knowledge. You guys might have a thirst for knowledge, but I feel like you're going to be uncovering hidden stuff like that's not even known in the universe. You might have these quirky little ideas that I need to go do this. People might think you're so weird, but you're so good. Just own that weirdness, be that weirdness, and study and let your mind be clear those chakras, clear those energies, and let your mind be clear and strong. Study well and long. You guys are going to discover some crazy stuff this lifetime, whether you guys realize it or not, that I don't think anyone else is going to find out or know, but I feel like you guys are going to be sharing it with the world after you guys figure it out. Because, I mean, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it with all of us. Let us all be enlightened with what you can discover. I feel like that's a huge thing that's going to change this whole world. and change you guys as well. So that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 5. And that is pretty intense and pretty amazing. So I hope you guys enjoyed your reading. So that brings us to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up for me to let me know that. Leave me a comment down below. Share this video to anybody who you think it might help, and just have it be out there. I feel like there's some really important, powerful stuff in these piles that was pretty intense and pretty amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and hit that subscribe button down below if you guys want to see these videos. I make multiple a week, and hit that little notification bell if you guys don't want to miss a video and you guys want to hear about every single video that I post. Definitely hit that little notification bell, because otherwise you might not be notified for every upload and you guys might miss something. If you guys really want to hear it, hit the bell. So anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. I love you guys so much. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Have an amazing, awesome day, week, year, month, life. Bye, guys.